What's up, YouTube? J Mac, I'm back. Today's video, we're gonna talk about basic training. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is reception. All right. So when you get to reception, right? When you get there, the first thing they're gonna make you do. So I went to basic training in Fort Leonard, Missouri. So I don't know where you guys went. That's basically where I went. So I can only talk to you guys about experiences where I went. So when you get there to reception, I'm not exaggerating. You're literally going to sit there and sit there and sit there some more. And you're going to eat. And you're going to sit down. And you're going to eat again. And you're going to sit down. And you're going to eat again. And you're going to sit down until the day is over. And they go get some sleep or whatever. And they're going to start yelling at you for a little bit. Do this, do this. And then you're going to start the day all over again. Until you process through all these little like examinations, your medical, dental, shots, all that shit. So that's gonna take probably a couple days. Now, since I had, I had 31 Bravo and we had to do OSHA training, so I had to be there for 7 days. So I had to do that. Thank you. So I had to be there for 7 days of doing the same thing for 7 days. It's terrible. So yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, that's pretty much all you do in reception. You just sit there, you get your tests, you get your whole whatever you're gonna do. You don't really do anything else. I don't know how the other reception stations run, or how any of the reception stations handle the business. We didn't get phones. I'll tell you right now, we did not get phones. We got there, and we made a phone call saying that, oh, we're here, we're safe, or some shit like that. And then they took our phones, and we just never saw those phones ever again until we got ready to leave to go to basic training. So we had to make one more phone call before we got to leave to go basic training to say, I think it was like for a half hour or some shit like that. I can't remember. I think we made a phone call for a half hour to say, to talk to our family or something like that. And then we went to basic training or something like that. So that's basically reception. I'm not going to go through the whole like basic training process. That's probably going to be like a lot of videos, but I'll just go, I guess, hit like little points here and there. So once you get the basic training, right? So I know a lot of people say, because there's a lot of questions, a lot of different things that everybody wants to talk about or have worries about. So like for me, my personal opinion is that anybody can pretty much pass basic training. To me, that's just my personal opinion. That's just me. You don't have to agree with it. I say that because as long as you're trying, as long as you're, not giving up on anything, as long as you're doing your best on whatever it is that the drill sergeants are telling you to do, you will be perfectly fine. As long as you don't let all that bullshit get to you. And they can't hit you. They can't, this is not anything crazy. So as long as you're doing these things and following directions, as they say, right uniform, right time, and you're following the instruction, you'll be perfectly fine. I know a lot of people ask me questions. Oh, what if you can't do the exercise or something like that? So here's the thing about if you can't do the exercise, right? You can't do the exercise that drill sergeant tell you got to do, right? If you can't do the exercise, I don't know. He says, I don't know, do 10 leg tucks or whatever. Oh, you fucking do maybe like 2 or whatever. You can't do it. So as long as you're trying, as long as you gave that 100% of what you can do, you are perfectly fine. You will be perfectly fine. Here's where people kind of mess up in basic training. Not following instructions, or contraband is a big one. Sneaking candy in the barracks or selling candy or whatever. Fraternization, that was another big thing. People having these little relationships in basic training. That was like a big thing people got in trouble for. Sharp cases, EOs. So like those are like little things that people were getting in trouble for in basic training. Like it was never really passing things or getting through things. So let me just hit on a couple of different things real quick. So, red phase. Oh, I'm sorry. So now it's like I think now they have a yellow phase, yellow, red, white, blue, gold, or some shit like that. So yellow phase, you get there and you kind of do like all your classes and shit, and it's like a lot of slides, and you're kind of like, wow, this isn't so bad. This is pretty cool, whatever. So that's like it's like you're doing like a lot of classroom stuff or whatever. So then, I mean, they yell at you a little bit. Like I remember when I got there, it wasn't like a big like shark attack or whatever. I think we got off the bus. Just remember, I tell you, this is Fort Leonard, Missouri, so I don't know what's like everywhere else. And they did their little introduction on like all the drill sergeants or whatever, and then they made us grab like I think they made us put all our bags in like one little like circle or some shit like that, and they were like color coordinated to what platoon you were in, and you had to run over there and get like each bag. It was weird. I think 2 bags or some shit like that, and you had to put it to your platoon area. It was weird. I don't remember, and like you had to do it in a certain time. So they literally give you just enough time because they know you're gonna fail. Because that's like the object of the exercise, so that you're gonna fail like the assignment that they gave you, so they can make an example. Oh, you failed the task, so we're gonna put you in a front leaning rest or something like that. So like they try to do that to introduce you to corrective action. I think that was the first thing they said. You failed to meet the standards of what we told you. So this is exercise is called the front leaning rest position or something like that. Whatever. Because you're not going to pass it regardless. It is what it is. Whatever. You just take it and go. So that's when we first got there. But back to what I was saying. So yellow is when you get your classrooms just like that, slideshows, all that good stuff. You don't even eat in a decaf. You just sit on the ground and have your food on the ground. You sit on the ground, have your little tray, have food on the ground, you just eat. It is what it is. You know, whatever. And you get to red phase. So red phase is the fucking worst. Holy shit. So like, I mean, I didn't really mind it that much. It didn't really bother me that much because like the yelling and shit never really bothered me. I didn't really care. I was like whatever. Like I said, as long as you remember, like, you can't hit me, or that's all kind of just a mind game. Like they're yelling. Not all of them. Most of your like drill sergeants are actually kind of cool. They just had to play this role on like how they have to be. Like I'm telling you, pretty much when you get to like other phases, like when you start like talking to them one on one, like as a person, like you'll find out like more stuff about oh drill sergeant. Well, I didn't know that. They start telling you little bits and pieces more about themselves and like what they do and stuff like that. But red phase, man. The worst thing I had a problem with, like, so they would just like bust through the door, like boom, like get the fuck up or some shit like that. It was crazy, and like with this blow horn, just boom, boom. It was loud as hell. That shit was loud. So they would just bust through the door, like I think like 5 of them. They would run around here. They would just toe the line. You would toe the line and shit. So everybody's toeing the line. And if one person didn't get up fast enough, fuck the whole company. Oh, I don't give a fuck. So you always have the one private that never gets up fast enough out of his bunk to toe the line. So every morning you got corrective action before we even got down to PT. So you got that. So that's only in red phase though. So red phase they come through the door. They hit your little blowhorn. You got to toe the line. They yelling and screaming, running around the whole barracks like maniacs. You're just like, oh my god, you're standing at attention, waiting for your further instructions. So after you get your little corrective actions upstairs in the barracks, because you probably didn't wake up fast enough, or you probably didn't toe the line fast enough, you're going down to PT. You do PT every morning, no matter what phase you're in, red, white, blue, whatever. You do PT every morning, and you're gonna do your little your preparatory drills, abandon reach, and start position move, all that stuff. So they teach you all that stuff, your preparatory drills. I remember when I first got there, I was like, damn, this ain't the workout? What the hell is this? This ain't the workout? We were doing the whole because preparatory drills are like, I think it's like 10 or 11 things that you do. Bend and reach, push-ups, prone row, and all these other things. So you just do these. And then they have like different ones depending on what you're doing that day. So if you're going for like a run, you have like a running drill, like you do work the legs and stuff like that. And then like they got I think they have like CD1 or CD2, something like that, whatever, like different climbing drills. I don't remember. Anyway, so as you transition off of red phase, you do more like when you're in red phase, you do like obstacle courses. Like you got gas chamber, you got your obstacle courses, you got your fucking your like rappel tower where you're going down a tower, you're just kind of rappelling down that. all those like different obstacle courses, common courses, all that stuff's all in red phase. So you get that over. Gas chamber fucking sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sucks. I think I had a like big glob of like snot coming out my nose and shit. Like you wouldn't believe me. This shit was crazy. So like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It sucks. Oh my gosh, it sucks. If there's anything I can say that sucks the worst in basic training, it's the gas chamber. Like I can't even like I can't explain to you like how it is because like I mean there's some people that will tell you oh it's not that bad or oh you know whatever. I'm telling you straight up, I ain't like it sucked. It is what it is. It sucked. I wouldn't do it again. It's terrible. And with me, what happened was like they said what they do in the gas chamber real quick. Like so you put on your mask. Well, you get your whole like freaking class on how to break the seal and so how to put it in gas. For the first of all, how you put on your mask fast, how to like seal it, how to break the seal, and like all that bullshit. So while you're in the gas chamber, go in there with your mask. And you're like, man, this ain't that bad or whatever. And they make you take your mask off. So they make you take your mask off and they make you say some shit so they make sure you're inhaling it. So you're like, oh my God, you're dying. And you gotta put that shit back on and see it's terrible. That's gas chamber. So that's all red phase, like all your obstacles and shit like that. So you get the white phase and you're thanking God at that point, like thank God we fucking leveled up or whatever you want to call it. Phased up. You phased up. And white phase, you're doing like your marksmanship. Rifle marksmanship. You are shooting we shot M4s. I don't know if wherever you go you might shoot M16s. We shot M4s. And we shot M4s. And we shot M4s. Like you're literally shooting like fucking literally all the time. Like all the time. I think like that whole phase you're just fucking going to the range with a whole bunch of ammo and you're shooting. And you're just qualifying. So first you gotta do is zero your iron sights. You zero your iron sights and you're shooting. Practice shooting. And so you're trying to zero in. Zeroing means you're trying to get like you're trying to group in a tight ass like group. Like the drill sergeants know that they'll tell you how far you're doing. You can't have it like but so far off like when you're shooting. You want I think you want like at least like 5 or 6 shots within a small little. They know like it's got to be like a small. It's got to be real tight. That's how you like. It's got to be tight. There's a couple times I shot and I was like, what? That shit ain't tight enough. What the fuck? So like, they want it like tight. So that's like if you. I mean, it's not as tight as they want it. You're shooting again and again and again and again, and they'll adjust your weapon and they'll play with it. You know, all that good stuff until they figure until it's zeroed. Well, until you get the grouping that they feel as though it's zeroed. So then you zero your weapon. After you zero your weapon, you will then qualify. So you're going to qualify with just like pop-up targets. Trust me when I say the pop-up targets are big enough, right? Because I was saying the same thing. Oh shit, like they're big enough where you will pass. I'm telling you, don't. You don't gotta believe. You will pass. You will fucking pass. Tell me, you will pass. Don't worry about it. You pass. If you like, I think you need a fucking. I'm pretty sure you need like I think it's 40. I think you need like 25 out of 40 or some shit like that. Let's just say 27 out of 40. Let's just say that. I can't remember. Or I think it's maybe 23. You'll pass. So like even if you fail, you don't qual, you'll just go again. Drill sergeant make you go again. And you fail that time. Drill sergeant make you go again. Like their objectives is to get you better. So like you're not gonna leave. You would have to like you'll literally fucking have to suck ass like to not like qual that day. Like you'll probably have to fail at least maybe 5 or 6 times, and they'll just send you another company. Like fuck it, probably we're just gonna send you another company then, because like when I was there was people that like had to qualify like literally 7 times because they give you 40 rounds for 40 targets. So the thing about qualing or whatever that is, so like if there's a 300-meter target, right? There's a target 300 meters, right? So if I know I can't hit that, I'm not that good. I can't hit a 300-meter target. So you just save that round. So when 300-meter target pops up, I save that round. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna save that round. I'm not even gonna fire at it. So like if maybe the 120 or what is it, 150 or the fucking 100-meter target pops up, I'll just if I had missed that earlier, I have another round to use on one of those. Now there's people that are good like that. They can shoot 300 miles. I wouldn't suggest it if you're not that good. So if you shoot 300-meter target, I just would save that round. That's just my opinion. I mean, do what you want to do. But anyways, I gotta hurry this up. So after that, you're gonna qual with your little red dots or CCOs, whatever they want to call them. You're qualified with CCOs. So CCOs is like your red dot, basically a red dot. So that makes shit. That makes you feel. Man, I'm telling you, you feel like you're in heaven, man. You're like, man, life is sweet now because you're like, all you gotta do is put the dot on the target and just shoot. It's just like so sweet. Dot on target, shoot. Dot on target, shoot. It's sweet. I'm telling you. If you thought qualifying with the with the iron sights was hard, when you qualify with your CCOs, life is like you're like in heaven. You're like, man, this is like God's gift to rifles. I love this thing. So I mean, there's some people that don't like them, but I mean, it makes it like 10 times easier. So if you like qualify like with marksman, you can probably step up to sharpshooter expert just with the CCOs. It's freaking, I'm telling you, it's that much easier. They'll teach you, that's one thing, they'll teach you different techniques, breathing techniques on when you're firing your rifle. So like, I personally wasn't following them at first, but like that does help. So like as you're in your prone position or prone supported or whatever position that you're firing in, that those breathing techniques. So try to listen to that. Don't make my mistake. Try to listen to that early on when you're firing rifles, because that does help. Your breathing and all that shit. That does help. That's what I was having a problem with. So then you get past that, and you're qualifying with your CCOs. Get past that. Now you just. Oh, by the way, so yeah, I fucked that up. So in each phase, right, you got to go through a field training exercise. So I've got to throw that in there. So I'm pretty sure the hammer and the anvil and your fucking, I don't know what the last one was called. Hammer, anvil, and forge. That's what's called. Hammer, anvil, forge, right? So I'm pretty sure the hammer was in red phase and the anvil was in white. And I think the forge is in blue. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, so the hammer is basically 1 night in the field. The anvil, I think, is 2 nights, and I think the forge is 3 or 4. I want to say 3. 3 nights in the field. 3 nights in the field. All right, so what that means is you just basically have your sleep system, and you're just running. Each night kind of builds on the last night. So when you're in the hammer, you're learning more about, I think you're learning more like how to move and stuff like that. You're learning how to low crawl and shit like that. And the anvil, each one building on each other. I know the forge is kind of like all of them the one. You're just doing everything. You're doing like your different drills in the field, all that shit, all that stuff. So that's like field stuff. You're gonna eat MREs. I hate them. I don't like them. It is what it is. You're hungry, you're gonna eat it, because like people were going through them shits and picking which ones they wanted. So they're gonna go through that whole thing. What else? What else? Your blue phase. I'm skipping around. So white phase. So you got your to yellow, red, white, and go to blue. I gotta go in AIT in other videos. I did OSET. I'm 31 Bravo, so I did OSET. So I did everything. I did all my one unit station training. I'm sorry, one station unit training OSET in Fort Leonard, Missouri, at one place, all in the same shot. So, but I will do that in another fucking video. So I'm just doing my regular basic training. So then we're into blue phase. Blue phase. Damn, what the fuck they were doing blue phase? I think we threw grenades. I think you're supposed to do it in white phase, but I know we did grenades in blue phase. We did. What else did we do in blue phase? Shit, I can't remember. Holy shit. I know we did grenades. Cause our blue phase wasn't even that long. I think we were only in blue. We were in white for literally like a long time. It was like 4 or 5 weeks. We got the blue phase. We did grenades, and we kind of just did like a couple training exercises, and we went straight into the forge, and then we kind of just went into AIT, or whatever you want to call it. We went back into AIT. That's basically basic training in a nutshell. Oh, then you have your little your fucking PTs. I'm sorry, your PCFT or PFT, whatever it's called. I don't know. Physical fitness test. The damn Army test. God damn it. So you have that, right? So don't be scared of that. You're gonna do enough PT to get you to that level of fitness that you need to pass. And if you don't pass, it's not the end of the world. People, I mean, yo, yo, there were people crying that they fucking failed. It's crazy. I'm telling you, people cry, but you'll get there. Yo, trust me, I got you. You will get there. You just gotta like try, man. Like I didn't like the people that didn't try. They'll say like they'll do all that wine cry. They won't try. Just try. Yo, I didn't like getting up. I think we woke up at 4:30, like 4:30, or like pretty sure it was like 4:30. But yo, just try. Yeah. So you're gonna do your little PT. I think this you're gonna do your deadlift. You're gonna do your sprint drag carry, your leg tucks, your 2 mile run. I know I'm forgetting something. There's 5 events. I know I'm forgetting something. They're all not hard. Sprint drag carry sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie, that shit sucks ass. It sucks ass. I think my first one, my legs were killing me. My second and third one, I was kind of like used to it, but the first one killed me. Don't get involved in no bullshit in basic training. Like, don't get around negative people that say, "Oh, this shit sucks." Don't get involved in that. Keep a positive mind. Try, and you will succeed. I'm telling you, the biggest thing in basic training is always up here. Like you're gonna miss your family. You're gonna miss your girlfriend or boyfriend or your grandma or whoever you're used to being around or talking to. You're gonna naturally miss those people because now you're around a bunch of whole strangers and a bunch of drill sergeants who probably don't give a fuck. But if you stay strong mentally and kind of try to build bonds. Don't be that private that kind of stays to the side and thinks he's all that. Even if you're passing all your PT tests, think you're hot shit. Don't like bond with people, talk to people. Actually share stories because that's another thing that helps you get through basic training. The camaraderie is like you guys being together because when you guys get punished, it's always gonna be together. Drill sergeant's gonna fucking punish you guys together. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm just whatever private. This person don't know how to get it together, so fuck it. We just gonna be out here all day with the company. Open ranks, all that bullshit. So just try to stay together. So you guys, even if you have to stay together as different platoons, stay together as platoons. Don't let that one person. There's always gonna be one person. There's always one person try to poison the whole platoon or company, whatever. So one person's miserable and he wants to spread it to everybody. And being miserable is not going to do nothing but make you stay there longer, make you more miserable. Because if you're miserable, it's like the time is going to pass by so fucking slow, and you're going to be miserable. If you're miserable, that's going to make you not want to try, and maybe you're going to get hurt or do something dumb for being there longer. So it's your job to try your best. Is you owe it to yourself. If you're there, if you're watching this video, that means you chose to go to basic training. You kind of want to go browse through videos to see how different people's experience was. So you owe it to yourself to try your best on doing your best while you're there. So I'm not saying you're going to be a star at PT or you're going to like everybody there, because there's going to be people there you're not going to like, because it's all different races and religions and nationalities, all kinds of shit put into one area. But you all you guys still have the same objective, and you guys all have the same goal. So all you guys have the same goal to finish this together. And most times you're all in base training together. Most of the time you always all have the same MOS. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know we all did when I was in OSA. We all had the same MOS. All was 31 Bravo. So you guys all have the same insight goal. So try to keep that in mind too. That look, we all have to stay together. Try to be that guy to try to keep things together. Like don't be that outside guy that whatever. But I'm gonna make another video later to talk about AIT because how we did. Because I know I can't really talk about AIT is because everybody basic training is pretty much the same for everybody. Everybody does gas chamber, everybody does rifles, everybody does pretty much anvil, forge. They might call it different shit, but everybody pretty much does the same thing. Preparatory drills, basic training is basic training, but AIT is where you learn your job. So everybody's AIT is gonna be different. I know our AIT stuff suck. Like you would think it's like fucking like military police officers would be special treatment. I'm like, hell no. So like our shit sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. So I'll get into that in another video. But again, this is J Mac. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys good luck. Thank you.